This is the Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals.
And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here in the state playoffs, quarterfinals time in West Virginia Class A, and it is on the air. Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals coming at you across the WTOV 9 digital platforms. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto getting you ready to go for Wheeling Central Catholic and Tucker County. 7-2 coach hosting 7-4 last week. Wheeling Central a 51-8 winner over the Tulsa squad that came here last week. Wheeling Central has been rolling. They get the winner of Pendleton County and East Hardy in the next round, and Mike Young and company have state championship aspirations.
I spoke with Coach Young before the game. He and I go back many years, and this is what Wheeling Central looks forward to. This time of the year, they play the loaded-up schedule. They're always going to lose a few, but they're going to be ready come playoff time.
Yep, this is the top half of the West Virginia Class A bracket. The bottom half still features a local squad in action tonight. Cameron taking on Wahama. That game at Point Pleasant High School because they've got turf at Point Pleasant High School. And in the other quarterfinal matchup this weekend, the 3-seed Clay Battelle taking on Wirt County. A pair of coaches in this matchup, Coach, that are very familiar with high school football, Mike Young and A.J. Rapp at Tucker County, the sixth longest tenured head coach in West Virginia high school football. Mike Young tenured as well, looking for his 9th state championship at his alma mater. That is the Coach's Spotlight tonight, presented by the Health Plan. The pregame festivities roll along when we come back on the Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals. Tucker County and Wheeling Central, a Class A quarterfinal showdown.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
I can't do this anymore.
Call Bob.
Who's Bob?
I'm Bob, the owner of Mr. Reuter Plumbing. My team has been helping with plumbing problems for over 25 years. Mr. Reuter has fast, reliable service and the best warranties in the industry.
When you need a plumber fast, don't do it yourself. Call Bob at Mr. Reuter Plumbing.
Thanks, Bob.
My pleasure.
At Presley Hearing Center, your journey to better hearing begins with us. Our certified experts are dedicated to understanding your unique needs, ensuring a superior experience every step of the way. Discover the latest in hearing technology with Starkey's newest wireless hearing aids. Don't miss out on life's precious sounds. Call today to schedule your personalized hearing consultation. Presley Hearing Center, where hearing care is healthcare.
For over 4 decades, the Health Plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The Health Plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The Health Plan. Here for you.
Back here for the pregame festivities at Bishop Schmidt Field on the campus of Wheeling University. Both sets of captains meeting at midfield for the coin toss. And with that, let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight, presented by Generations. For Tucker County and Wheeling Central, limit the big plays, but if you're Wheeling Central, execute the big plays. Wheeling Central's offense capable of it with Cade Coronis and quarterback Nico Cusick. It's also about controlling the run game for Tucker County and ball control for Wheeling Central. That is our keys to the game tonight, presented by Generations. Coin toss taking place. We'll let you know who gets the football when we come back. And kickoff coming up in a couple of minutes as well. Tucker County against Wheeling Central, live on the WTOV 9 digital platforms.
Columbiana County, I have a deal for you. Bring me your best written deal and I'll crush it.
Don't miss out. Take up to 25% off select inventory of Dodge Ram 1500s.
RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our only focus is you. Why shop anywhere else?
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Contact your local Coyote dealer, D&J Sales and Service.
At Presley Hearing Center, your journey to better hearing begins with us. Our certified experts are dedicated to understanding your unique needs, ensuring a superior experience every step of the way. Discover the latest in hearing technology with Starkey's newest wireless hearing aids. Don't miss out on life's precious sounds. Call today to schedule your personalized hearing consultation. Presley Hearing Center, where hearing care is healthcare.
Since 1989, WTOV 9 has been home of hard-hitting high school football. I'm Jamie Bordas with the law firm of Bordas Bordas. We're proud to once again help bring you high school football here in the Ohio Valley, where football is king. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the game.
The Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Bordas Bordas, DeFelice Brothers Pizza, Wendy's, First Choice America Federal Credit Union, Mr. Rooter, Team Automotive.
Wheeling Central won the coin toss and elected to receive, so it'll be the Maroon Knight offense averaging about 34 points per game, taking the football to start this one. Tucker County coming into this matchup with a record of 7-4. The Maroon Knights of Wheeling Central Catholic 7-2. And I'm wondering what this formation is.
Maybe they're going to onside kick early in the game, or just burst from there, so you can't count your people to get your blocking scheme.
A couple of return men back deep for the Maroon Knights. They stand at the 17-yard line, 2 hour left. Wheeling Central will work it from left to right here at Bishop Schmidt Field. The Maroon Knights, maroon helmets, maroon jerseys, gray pants with white numerals. Tucker County, black helmets, the white jerseys with black numerals, and the black pants with a gold stripe down the side of the leg. We look just about set and ready to roll here. It'll be Sam Marks kicking the football off for Tucker County, and I'm not sure what we're waiting for as we approach 7 o'clock.
26, Kate Coronas back deep.
So they'll kick this thing off right at 7 o'clock. We're still about, I'd say, 30 seconds shy of the top of the hour. The referees for tonight's matchup, the officials, referee Joel York, the umpire is Terry Chapman, line judge Jimmy Holmes. The head linesman is Tony Veltri, the field judge Jeffrey Peel, the back judge Gary Bjorndal, and the side judge is Dave Posey. There's the whistle, and we are ready for play. So Marks, a run up like he was going to try a quick onside kick, but now the rest of the Mountain Lions get set and ready to roll as this ball is teed up right down the middle of the field on the 40-yard line, and we are underway. The opening kickoff presented by Team Mobile Service is taken by Cade Coronas, and Coronas with good field position up across the 40 down to about the 45-yard line, and that's where the Wheeling Central offense will go to work. They made us wait for that one.
They sure did. I spoke with Coach Young before the game, and he said they're going to come out, they're going to try to control the clock, and it tells me they're going to come out and run the football, attack this defense. There are a couple of young guys on this Tucker County defense. They're playing with a freshman linebacker.
Quarterback is Nico Cusick. Takes the snap, spins, and hands it off to Coronas, who gets in space across the 50, breaks a tackle, and gets to about the 40-yard line before being brought down by the free safety, Braden Bennett, for the Mountain Lions. Here's the Heroic Financial Wheeling Central offense, Cusick and Coronas, along with Dustin Sanner as an H-back. Troy Mortakis, the tight end, Max Olias, Joey Hall, the receivers. In the offensive line from left to right, Luke Weir, Dom Paisani, Olin Ames, Carver Bolin, and Cooper Jones. First down and 10 for the Maroon Knights at the 39-yard line. They're going to hand it off to Sanner, and Sanner's got nowhere to go. A good job by the Tucker County defense. Branson Hire, with the tackle. Cade Rapp and Luke Barb are the linebackers. Crossland, Carroll, and Helmick up front, and the defensive backs. Keelan Eichelberger, Reed Kissamore, Sam Marks, Braden Bennett, and Caden Arnold. The loss of 2 back to the 41-yard line. Second down and 12 for the Maroon Knights. Cusick in the shotgun. Gonna throw it deep down the far side of the field. Wide open and caught in stride is Joey Hall. Touchdown, Maroon Knights.
It comes off that spin series that they've been running for years. They ran the spin play, they ran the counter, then they ran the spin pass, as they call it, and they catch that back down the sidelines wide open.
The Laborers Local 809 touchdown, 41 yards. That's Hall's 4th receiving touchdown of the season, the 14th passing touchdown for junior quarterback Nico Cusick, and the Maroon Knights are on the board first. This is a very good throw.
As you can see, the corner bit in on the post, and the back coming around at the sidelines wide open.
The extra point is up, and it is through the uprights. Clay Petrie is now 37 for 40 on PATs this season. Maroon Knights 7, Tucker County nothing. 10:36 to go, first quarter.
Looking to join a team where hard work is recognized, leadership listens, and career growth is part of the plan? Then join American Consolidated Natural Resources at our upcoming job fair in Washington, Pennsylvania on Saturday, November 15th. At ACNR, you're not just starting a job, you're building a lasting career with strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Can't make it? You can apply online today. Now, let's get to work.
Three plays, 55 yards in a minute and 24 seconds as the Maroon Knights strike first and lead it 7-0 after Joey Hall's 41-yard touchdown reception from Nico Cusick. And Wheeling Central is in business. They come out and they cement themselves offensively. Their identity coach on display, and they score 3 plays into the night.
Absolutely. They've been in the spin series for years. One play comes off of the other. You can't be looking in the backfield, and that's what happened. That's how this man gets open down the sidelines.
Now the Maroon Knights will kick it off. Ball bobbled at the 10 and then picked up by the return man for Tucker County. That's Reed Kissamore, and he's into the open field. How about Kissamore at the 40-45? Sheds a man and gets up near midfield. And that's how you respond if you give up a touchdown.
Absolutely.
3 plays in.
What a great way to respond to the 3-play touch. You get the ball, you bring it back midfield. Now you got an offense that's going to throw it probably 40 times tonight. So let's look to see how that ball goes in the air as Sam Marks, as the quarterback's thrown over 2,000 yards.
Yeah, 2188 to be exact. And Coach, you said it. He's 130 for 224 this season. And to put that into perspective to Wheeling Central, they've thrown it 100 more times this season than Wheeling Central has. So you'll see a heavy dose of the pass tonight for the Mountain Lions of Tucker County, who take over at their own 41-yard line. First choice America, 1st and 10, but they come out with a run to start the game and get a yard, maybe 2, into Wheeling Central territory before being brought down on the play by Carver Bolin, defensive tackle for the Maroon Knights. That was Cade Rapp on the carry.
Yeah, I spoke with Coach Rapp before the game. His concern was up front. Wheeling Central is much more experienced than his young offensive line, so he's going to try to run a quick passing game, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands.
7-0, 3 minutes into the contest, actually just a little over 2 minutes into the night. Rapp, the 5'7", 219-pound junior, play action fake. Marks throws the out, caught by Caden Arnold as he charges forward near that lead stick, and Arnold gets about 6 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2 before being brought down on the play.
very manageable. It's what Coach Rapp told us. The quick ball in, ball out, that 6-8 yard route. They'll throw fast screens, bubble screens, and every once in a while they'll fake it and throw it vertical.
There's the Tucker County offense. The wide receivers, Arnold Kissamore, Eichelberger, and Barb. The offensive line, Owen Helmick, Arlie Ritchie, Josh Crossland, Isaiah Leary, and Colton Teeter. 3rd down and 2. Marks throws, passes, bobbled, and then intercepted by Troy Mortakis. Mortakis shake and bake. Mortakis, that's a pick 6, and Wheeling Central leads it 13-0.
I tell you what, we've seen some great interceptions the last few weeks, and that's as good as almost any of them. But what a great night for this young man.
Yeah, we saw a pretty darn good one in Moundsville a couple of weeks ago that took the nation by storm. But Mortakis, I think he thought that he was going to bat that pass away and was able to hold on to it and turn it into a 40-plus yard interception return for a touchdown.
We're going to see it again. Well, we didn't see the ball actually being tipped, but as he batted it, he caught it and put it in the end zone.
Return of about 50 yards, and Wheeling Central leads at 13-0, and they are an extra point away from a 14-0 advantage just 3 minutes into the night. Snap good, hold good, and the kick by Petrie is up, and it is through, and it's 14-0 with 9 minutes remaining here in quarter number 1.
14, Mountain Lions 0.
For Wheeling Central's defense, that is the 16th turnover of the season and 10th interception. Mike Young's squad coming in with 9 interceptions on defense, 6 fumble recoveries. Anytime you can be plus in the turnover margin, obviously that helps, number one. But if you can cement that early after a 3-play scoring drive, the pace of play, and you talk about setting the tone, and that is very much on Mike Young and his sideline right now.
Well, you're putting them in a chase mode now. Tucker County wants to throw the football. Now they're going to force themselves where they have to throw the football to try to catch up. You give the ball back to Wheeling Central, they're going to control the clock, put the ball in the end zone, and they're going to score points. They score, 34 a game, and so they're very capable.
To support its schools, athletes, and communities.
Both offenses similar, actually, as far as the team statistics go. The Wheeling Central offense averaging around 300 yards per game and 34 points. Tucker County's offense, 335 yards per game and 33 points a night. Obviously, Tucker County throws the ball a heck of a lot more. But as far as a pure production goes, both offenses solid this season. Another T-Mobile unit kickoff for Petrie and the Maroon Knights. The run-up and the boot from the 40-yard line near side hash, and that is plenty deep, and that is a touchback. And for Petrie, another touchback on the season for him. And the Mountain Lions of Tucker County will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And when you can do that, after a lengthy kickoff return for Tucker County on its first offensive possession, boot them deep and present them the long field challenge.
And that's how you stop those long returns. You kick the ball in the end zone. I watched Steve a couple of weeks ago try to squib the ball to eliminate that, but it didn't seem to work for them.
9 minutes remaining in quarter number 1. It is 14-0 in favor of the Maroon Knights. Power eye look for the Mountain Lions. Big rush. Another interception. Max Oliash walks into the end zone. And how about back-to-back pick sixes for the Maroon Knights?
That's 2 throws and 2 catches, but for Wheeling Central, and both turned into touchdowns.
The Wheeling Central defense coming up big. Another Laborers Local 809 touchdown defensively. Max Oliash, his 3rd interception of the season, 1st defensive touchdown. And again, only 3 minutes into the contest, and Wheeling Central has a 3-touchdown lead.
I think they're just stunned. I watched a couple of Tucker County players just stand there and watch. They can't believe they've had 2 pick sixes.
And it's 21-0. You're averaging a touchdown a minute. I guess that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Let's do the math.
Wheeling Central came out, ran 3 plays offensively, scored on a Joey Hall 41-yard touchdown reception. Tucker County then ran 3 plays, but play 3 of their first drive was an interception return for a touchdown by Troy Mortakis. And then the very next play, another pick 6, and it's 21-0 in favor of the Maroon Knights. For Mortakis, that was interception number 1 of the season for him. And for Oliage, his 3rd pick of the season. 3 scores for the number 1 seed in West Virginia Class A, just 3 minutes and 9 seconds into the game.
I don't think Tucker County can play action because they're not fooling anybody with the run game, and it's taking time, and it's giving Wheeling Central the opportunity to pass rush and get to the quarterback. I think he's got to take the football and get it out of his hands. Coach Rapp said he's going to throw that 6-8-yard route. Well, he's got to get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback just a little bit earlier.
The lead ball carrier for Tucker County is Cade Rapp, averaging just 4.2 yards per carry. The leading rusher only 447 yards. Again, we talked about that in the pregame. It is no secret that Tucker County's strength is throwing the ball. Another run up in a boot for Petrie. That'll bounce near the 5 and then into the end zone for a touchback. So Tucker County, again, like you said, and I completely agree, just get back to spreading them out and throwing the football.
Get it out of your hands. You're not blocking well enough to keep Wheeling Central out, and so the play action is just taking time.
Another First Choice America first down and 10 for the Mountain Lions of Tucker County. Last week, a 42-28 win over Tug Valley. That was in round 1 of the playoffs. They closed out the regular season with a win over Hampshire, 28-21, but that was after 3 losses in a row in the back half of the regular season. They're going to run the toss out of the power I. Running with the football is Reed Kissamore. And Kissamore's going to have a hard time getting back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, I think he lost a yard or 2. Oliage, Wyatt Brady, Joey Hall, a couple of Maroon Knights swarming over the football.
Tucker County come in 2 tight ends, stick eye, and Wheeling Central brought everybody to the line of scrimmage. They had 8 men at the line of scrimmage and played 3 deep. Just gap 8 defense and penetration. Too many defenders for the blockers.
-3 on the carry for Kissamore, 2nd down and 13. Sam Marks on the season, 2,188 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, now 6 interceptions. And that one too far for the intended receiver down the far side of the field. That was Luke Barb. Joey Hall in coverage, 3rd down and long. So if you're Wheeling Central, back-to-back pick 6s, and then the 3rd drive defensively for you, you force a 3rd and 13. Mike Young's got to be happy with the defense.
Got to be pleased with the way the defense is playing at this point. You know what they're going to do. Now all you do is defend it.
3rd and 13, 2-by-2, 2 receivers towards the top of your screen, 2 towards the bottom, one of them in motion towards the top of your screen. That's Eichelberger. Shotgun snap, throwing it deep down the near side of the field. The pass is incomplete. Great job defensively by the cornerback, Nico Cusick, on the intended receiver, Kissamore. 4th down and 13, and the Mountain Lions will have to punt.
I like what Wheeling Central's doing defensively. Their coverage is my favorite. We call it cover 15. You're playing man-to-man on everybody with a free safety, and your guys are better than their guys, is what we're telling everybody.
4th down and 13, and the Mountain Lions will punt it away. The punter is Sam Marks, the quarterback. So, again, you got to be mindful of that, potentially for a fake. Maybe not so much in this situation. 21 punts this season, 6 of them inside the 20-yard line, averaging 42 yards per punt. The right-footed boot is end over end. It'll bounce. Taking it near midfield is Joey Hall into Tucker County territory. Tackled at the 40 before losing the football, and Tucker County pounces on it. Kissamore falls on the football, and the Mountain Lions catch a break.
They stripped the ball, ran free, and they recovered it. Big break for Tucker County, who needs a break at this time.
Down 21-0, not even halfway through the first quarter. They do get a break and good field position. They'll take the football after the fumble. We'll look at it here on the team automotive replay. Hall lets it bounce and takes it clean off the bounce and just lost it at the end of the play. Great job by Luke Barb to strip the football. First down and 10 at their own 6-yard line, and it looks like they're not getting anywhere. A good job by that Wheeling Central defensive front of Maddox Stillion, Carver Boland, Dom Paisani, and Troy Mortakis. No gain.
Brought down by 74, Dominic Paisani. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Pistol formation this time for Tucker County. Marks claps and takes the snap. Spins out of the pocket. Big rush. He's under duress. He's got to throw it. He does. And the pass is caught near sideline. A good job by Kissamore to make the catch near midfield. It's going to be good for a first down. Reed Kissamore, the leading receiver for Tucker County this season. 938 yards and 11 touchdowns. So he could potentially go over the 1,000-yard mark on the season tonight with a good game, and that's his trusty target. 11 touchdowns this season as well.
You can see that Sam Marks is an experienced quarterback. He felt the pressure. He knew how to get away from it and found his open receiver.
11-yard gain. First Choice America, 1st and 10 at their own 47. Pass to the outside, caught by Kissamore again. Shake and bake, and a first down, and dragged out of bounds by Joey Hall, the cornerback on that far side. Hall, the best cornerback for Wheeling Central. Kissamore, the best receiver, so that's a best-on-best matchup, and so far, Kissamore's taken advantage on the last 2 plays.
They're playing a little soft coverage, giving that underneath throw, and that's what Coach Rapp talked about, is getting that underneath throw, that 8-yard reception, and let his athletes do what they do.
It's going to be right at that lead stick at the 43-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and short. 2nd down and less than half a yard with 7 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Marks will keep it, and Marks will have, I think, enough for a first down, which pushed back, but forward progress got him to about the 41-yard line, and the chains will move. So Sam Marks can run it as well. 2 rushing touchdowns on the season. Picks up enough there for a first down before being dragged down by Carver Boland.
6'2", 185 makes him that big back in their offense.
So Marks gets 2. It's a new set of sticks to the 41-yard line. Handoff, wrap, penalty marker. 2 of them fly at the end of the play before Rapp is dragged down by a couple of Maroon Knights, including Trent McCardle, inside linebacker and the 3rd leading tackler for Wheeling Central.
On the defense, number 55. First down.
The personal foul against Carver Boland. 15 yards and a first down, says our referee, Joel York. 7 officials tonight on the field here at Bishop Schmidt Field. And Boland charged with a personal foul, and that'll set Tucker County up at the Maroon Knights' 25-yard line after the penalty. So down 21-0. They've got good field position. They're deep in Maroon Knights territory. Marks throws over the middle. Pass is caught near the 10-yard line. And being tackled by Cusick is Luke Barb. And that's another first down, and we can see why Tucker County likes to throw the football so
Absolutely.
much.
You know, that turnover was that little bit of life after some things went bad. Now they're moving the football. They're getting their passing game in a rhythm, and the quarterback does a nice job finding the open receiver.
Gain of 14 to the 11. In the red zone go the Mountain Lions of Tucker County. Luke Barb, kind of a do-it-all player for Wheeling Central, or for Tucker County, I should say. 374 receiving yards, 364 on the ground, 11 total touchdowns. That's Kissamore that time on a first down and 10 at the 11.
Marks pass complete to number 13, Reed Keysmore, brought down by 36, Trent McCardle from Maroon Knights. Gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 8.
More like the 12-yard line, gain to the 10, so 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, they're doing the correct thing now. They're getting the ball out of their hands. They're not play actioning. They're not giving Wheeling Central that pass rush time.
5:15 to go in the opening frame. 2 pick sixes for Wheeling Central and a Joey Hall touchdown make it 21-0. But Tucker County knocking on the door. They're going to throw it towards the end zone, and it's wide of the mark, looking for Kissamore. Cusick in coverage. It brings up a 3rd down and 8. thought that Tucker County was looking for a penalty on the play, but no penalty markers fly. Incomplete pass, 3rd and 8. Or there is a penalty marker. Yes, there is in the end zone. Wait and see if this is pass interference. Defensive holding on Deco Cusick. Nonetheless, that'll give Tucker County an automatic first down, and that'll put them even closer to the officiating crew trying to figure something out here.
Yeah, the sticks are showing 2nd down, maybe because it's a holding call, not a pass interference call.
2nd down and short. Empty set for the Mountain Lions. Towards the end zone goes Marks. Wide of the mark and looking for Barb. Incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down from the 4-yard line.
They'll bring up 3rd down for the Mountain Lions.
Tucker County knocking on the door. 3rd down and 4. Marks. Big rush. Throws it towards the end zone. The pass is caught, but not into the end zone goes Caden Arnold. A good job by the safety, Joey Jerome, to keep him out of the end zone, but a good job by Arnold to haul it in.
That's a nice throw. It's a nice catch, and that's nice defense. We'd like to see that in high school football. Get a lot of pressure, makes the throw, makes the catch.
And he was able to get a first down on that play. It's 1st down and goal now from the 1-yard line. It's the 11th play of this drive for the Mountain Lions. And a heavy look. Rapp near the end zone. Rapp is dragged back. No signal yet. They're actually going to say that he was short. A good job by the Wheeling Central defensive front to keep him out of the end zone. It's now 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, they come in double tight, and that stick eye again, and they're giving it to the up back, and Wheeling Central just packing everybody down inside.
Second down and goal from the 1-yard line. Marks. And he is in. Yes, touchdown. Finally a signal. I thought that he was there. They just didn't signal till late.
Yep.
And Tucker County is on the board with a Laborers local 809 touchdown. 3:31 to go in quarter number 1. After a frankly disastrous start to the game, the Mountain Lions find the end zone, and it looks like the offense will stay out there and go for 2. Another look at it here. I'm not so sure why the signal took that long, because it looked like he was in.
Clearly in the end zone.
2-point try. Marks is going to throw it. End zone. No. Incomplete. The ball was into and out of the hands of the intended target. That's Eichelberger. And it's 21-6 with 3:31 to go here in the first frame. It's the DJ Sales and Service fan cam, those that are braving the elements here at Bishop Schmidt Field. Good contingent of students from Wheeling Central Catholic here as well. You can kind of see us up in the corner in the press box as I wave. 3:31 remaining here in quarter number 1. 21-6. Scoring drive for Tucker County.
For young students, both male and female, in one of the 7 trades.
12 plays.
Painting, facility maintenance, networking,
30
HVAC, office
Check that.
administration, and medical office support.
64 yards in about 4 minutes of game time.
It looks like Tucker County's found a little rhythm offensively, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands, and weren't real effective running the football, but doing a nice job with the quarterback finding the open receivers.
So after the Sam Marks 1-yard touchdown run, Wheeling Central will take the football after this team mobile unit kickoff. At their own 20-yard line comes Joey Hall. Hit once and then brought down near the 35. And that is where the Maroon Knights will go to work.
It's not often you have 21 points and you've only run 3 offensive plays in a football game.
No, that doesn't happen very often. I don't think I've ever seen it. This is only their second possession.
Right.
Cade Coronis to the left of Nico Cusick in the gun. First down and 10. Their own 35-yard line. Cusick with some patience and then a burst of speed. How about some blocking downfield by Dom Paisani as Cusick gets a couple of extra yards. Chains move. New set of sticks for the Maroon Knights.
Yeah, he showed a lot of patience, Coronis did. You know, it's on that outside sweep, that outside zone play, and let his blockers get in front of him, made a nice move inside. If he had broke one more tackle, he might have been in a lot of green in front of him.
Gain of 11 for Coronis to the 44-yard line. First choice America, first down and 10. Another shotgun look for Cusick. This time he's going to keep it and bounce it out towards the left side, looking for somewhere to go. Can't muster up much, maybe a yard. And that front four for Tucker County: Owen Helmick, Gunnar Carroll, Josh Crossland, and Luke Barb. Able to hem Cusick in for, actually he got 3 to the 47, so second down and 7 coming up. Cusick will throw. Now he'll run, and he'll just trot out of bounds for a gain of potentially 1 or 2, depending on where they spot this football and when and where Cusick went out of bounds. And we'll spot it at the 48-yard line, far side hash, so only a gain of 1, third down and 6. 2:32 remaining in quarter number 1. Clock stops because Cusick ran out of bounds. Mike Young in search of career win 250 at his alma mater tonight. Screen near side, caught. Coronis, first down and more at the 40. Cade Coronis with some blocking downfield, 30, 25, 20. Cade Coronis out of bounds near the 15-yard line. And the stellar senior Cade Coronis, the leading rusher and leading receiver, picks up an explosive play.
Yeah, fast screen, swing screen, got the ball out in the perimeter. Good blocking downfield, breaks. But watch here, as they're coming down the field, good blocking in front of him.
Blocking downfield. Maddox Stillion downfield. Making it happen, a gain of 36 for Coronis. A little miscommunication there between the offensive line and the quarterback. Cusick has to run back and fall on it. That's going to be a big-time loss at about the 25-yard line. Perhaps a loss of 9 or 10. And now you definitely changes the way you look at the play sheet.
Well, they're 4-down territory, obviously. In this explosive offense that they have, let's see what their approach is to make up the difference.
So it was a 36-yard gain for Cade Coronis. Fumbled snap, loss of 9, second and 19. Dustin Sanner fighting for extra yardage on the giveaway. The H-back, 6'2", 200-pound senior, his 7th carry of the season, came in with 6 carries for 33 yards. Gets a little bit of it back, only 2. Third down and 17.
Brought down by number 11, Lucas Barb. To bring up third down and 17.
Barb made the stop for the Tucker County Mountain Lions. Again, a third down and 17 as we approach the end of this first quarter here at Bishop Schmidt Field. Power pistol formation, 3rd and 17. Cusick, play action. Got to throw it, and he finally does, but to nobody. Incomplete outside the tackle box. That brings up 4th and 17. Now, you mentioned 4-down territory. Petrie can kick it.
He can.
And at 4th and 17, do you entertain that? And it looks like they will.
Absolutely.
This will be a 40-yard try for Clay Petrie on 4th and 17, and especially with the ball near midfield. An angle that favors a good leg in Petrie, who is 2 for 2 this season with a long coming from 45, I should say. The snapper, Wyatt Brady. The holder, Levi Ryan. Petrie's kick is blocked near the line of scrimmage. Blocked and picked up by the Mountain Lions. And the Mountain Lions are able to come up with the block kick there. Caden Arnold on the return.
Number 6, Caden Arnold.
Great job by Tucker County to get a paw on that. Not sure who it was, but somebody got a paw on it and able to keep Wheeling Central off the board.
Absolutely. We're going to see it again. I can't tell who blocked the kick, but remember now, they stripped the ball on a punt return, and now they block a field goal. Both of them putting a little more life into this Tucker County team.
Gunnar Carroll was near the football.
At the 34-yard line.
Might have been him. But again, we are not entirely sure. 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line. Go the Mountain Lions, and a whistle and a penalty marker flies. This is going to be a procedure call and back up the Mountain Lions 5 yards.
Off y'all. 23. Still first down.
The false start was on the left tackle, Owen Helmick. So back to the 29, go the Mountain Lions, and it's 1st down and 15. 41 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. It's a First Choice America 1st and 15, I should say. Marks is going to throw it deep, has a man. The pass is just wide of the mark as a penalty marker flies at the end of the play. Nico Cusick in coverage on Reed Kissamore. And if this is a pass interference call, I'm not entirely sure I agree with it, neither does Nico Cusick. It's a sideline warning against Wheeling Central Catholic. I'll tell you what, I'm not quite sure what constitutes a sideline warning these days. And I have seen more sideline warnings this season than in the last 5 seasons I've been out covering football in this area combined.
You have that dead area that no one is allowed in, and you can't stand there and watch that line. Yeah, I lived that for many years, so sometimes you get in that no man's land, and officials get picky about it sometimes.
So 2nd down and 15 back at the 29-yard line. They're going to throw the out, and it's over everybody's head. Sam Marks looking for Luke Barb. Too wide of the mark. Joey Hall in the vicinity as far as the coverage was concerned. It brings up 3rd and 15.
On the defense.
Well, at the end of the play, Tucker County gets a break, roughing the passer at the end of the play, and that'll be an automatic 1st down for the Mountain Lions. We weren't told who the guilty party was, but nonetheless, it was a late hit on the quarterback, Sam Marks, and Tucker County catches another break.
They've got a couple of times put a little life back in their offense. Here, they're 4th and 15, and get a rough in the passer, gets them a new set of sticks.
At the 44-yard line, so up near midfield go the Mountain Lions. It was 2nd and 15, and now it's 1st and 10 at their own 44. incomplete as Marks was looking for Reed Kissimore. Again, too tall with Joey Hall in coverage. They've thrown that pass out there a couple of times, and it looks like they've had the receiver open. It's just, for whatever reason, Marks' passes have all been kind of consistently wide of the mark and too high.
Yes, what they're running is two verticals and then a sort of slant behind them, an out-shoot route. And when you're in some man coverage, it's hard for that inside defender to get there.
This will be the final play of the first quarter, 3 seconds remaining. 2nd and 10, Marks under duress. He's hit and he's sacked. Maddox Stillion.
Number 10, Sam Marks on the carry.
His 6th sack of the season. And it'll be 3rd and long to start the second quarter when we come back. 21-6, an eventful first quarter for Wheeling Central with 2 defensive touchdowns.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our party round sandwich, Parmesan crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
The Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital, WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center, WVU Medicine Black Lung Clinic, The Health Plan, Center of Music and Art, Roehrig Financial.
6th play of the drive forthcoming for the Mountain Lions of Tucker County on 2nd and 10 to end the first quarter. Maddox Stillion gets home for a sack and a 10-yard loss for Tucker County. So they're back at the 34-yard line, 3rd down and 20. 6th play of the drive. Marks will throw it over the middle. Tipped pass, caught and intercepted by the Maroon Knights. Joey Jerome, the 3rd interception of the game for the Maroon Knights. The first one that isn't a touchdown, but nonetheless, the Knights play takeaway yet again.
Wow, if I'm the defensive coordinator here at Wheeling Central, I'm saying, I told you so. I had them ready today. It's 3 picks already within a quarter and a few seconds.
And how about 3 picks? 2 of them, the guys get their first interceptions of the season. For as much of a cog that Joey Jerome has been there at safety for Wheeling Central this season, that's his first interception this season. And Troy Mortakis had his first interception of the season on the first pick 6 of the game. Max Oliash's pick 6, that was his 3rd picked off pass of the season. And Wheeling Central takes over near midfield.
You know, if you saw the pass, it's good concentration. The guys in the secondary, you work on that and probably call it a tip drill. You know, you hit it and make sure you're focusing on the football, and safety comes up and makes the interception.
Let's take a Trinity timeout.
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
That timeout presented by Trinity Health System. Back in the broadcast booth here at Bishop Schmidt Field on the campus of Wheeling University. Jack Hillgrove and Tony Filberto upstairs. Coach, your alma mater, obviously the rival of this institution here at Wheeling University, has an important decision to make in the coming weeks.
And they sure do. I spoke with some people last night. They've had some good people showing interest in this job at West Liberty.
From the 47-yard line after the Jerome interception, handoff to Cade Coronis, and Coronis, I'll tell you what, as far as being a do-it-all player, right? And any time that you look at a team and you say, oh, you've got your leading rusher and your leading receiver, it's the same guy, he can do a bunch of different things, and they can get so creative with the way, and I mean, that's just your typical, inside zone handoff, but that everything that he does, no matter how complex or simple the play concept is, Coronis does it very well.
He has that versatility to be line him up as a receiver, throw to him out of the backfield, or run him hard inside.
Gain of 12 to the 35-yard line for Coronis on the carry. Again, the leading rusher and receiver for Wheeling Central this season, 24 total touchdowns. They're going to give it to him on the swing play. On the outside goes Coronis, and he is brought down by a host of mountain lions from Tucker County. But nonetheless, that's another good gain and another gainer for a first down. Gets about 11 on the play, and the sticks move yet again.
He's touched the ball, 5-6 times tonight, and I bet he's averaging more than 10 yards per touch.
Down to the 25-yard line over the first and 10 for Ignite.
Gain to the 25, so if he needed 10, he got about 10.5. 23 yards on the last 2 touches combined for Cade Coronis. Now he's lining up as an H-back off the line to the left and goes in motion. They fake it to him. They'll give it to Dustin Sanner on the spin, and Sanner gets near that lead stick. I'll tell you what, the last time we saw Wheeling Central, they lost to Barnesville. You and I did that game together here.
Yes, we did.
And Wheeling Central this season, and with Cusick being able to throw the ball as well as he has, they've spread it out, and it's been a traditional kind of spread offense this season. But you're starting to see the old Mike Young wing T style of football in this matchup, and they can run it, and they still execute it very well. And that just goes to show you how well coached this team is.
Absolutely. Jason Ryan calls these plays offensively, and it's been the spin series for years, and it's pretty complex. And, boy, you're looking a lot of different directions.
Uh-oh. They blow the play dead. A penalty marker flies. It looked like that Coronis, if this wasn't a dead ball foul, was able to pick the bad snap up and go with it. He had space. But a penalty marker flies from the far side of the field, and it looks like Wheeling Central, the guilty party, is our lead official, Joel York, pointing to Maddox Stillion. It looked like he was pointing to somebody in a Wheeling Central uniform. We'll wait and see what the explanation is. 9:55 to go, second quarter. Wheeling Central knocking on the door yet again.
That should have been a live ball foul. Therefore, the penalty will be gone.
Well, there you go. So they blow the play dead and shouldn't have.
And they shouldn't have. That's
so
right.
Was that perhaps maybe an encroachment against?
No, that might have been some movement by one of the receivers, and as the ball was snapped.
All right, so we'll do it again at 2nd and 3. Cusick gets out of there, keeps, and gets out of bounds, makes something out of nothing.
Number 2, Ethan Cusick on the carry, run out of bounds by 2. Branson Higher for the Mountain Lions. Loss on the play back to the 20-yard line to bring up third down.
Coronis on 3rd and 5. And the sticks will move, and Wheeling Central is again knocking on the door.
Brought down by number 9, Braden Bennett for the Mountain Lions.
Let's see what the flag is.
Number 77.
That is Luke Weir, the left tackle. And the gain by Coronis for a first down negated, so Wheeling Central will have to do it again. 3rd down. And perhaps 6 yards.
Penalty will be assessed back to the 20-yard line. We'll bring up 3rd down and 15.
Check that. They move it back even further. 20 back at the 20, 3rd down and 15. So that lead stick is Cusick will throw. Keeps Cusick with some space and then gets out of bounds. A good job by Nico Cusick to tuck it and run it when he didn't see anything open downfield. And when you've got a dual threat quarterback, you can do that.
And got enough to move the sticks also. Half rolls to the right. You got a nice block here. He outruns a pass rusher, picks up a couple of blockers and tucks a football, gets enough to move the sticks.
First down for the Maroon Knights at the 15-yard line. And a straight give up the middle to Coronis, who gets 6 yards to the 9. Brings up 2nd and 4. The Maroon Knights in the West Virginia Northern Community College red zone. And Coronis with nowhere to go, a little bit of extracurricular at the end of the play as a couple of Mount Lions weren't able to bring him to the ground.
That's probably the best that Tucker County has done handling the run inside tonight.
Couple of scores as far as Ohio is concerned tonight. Steubenville Big Red taking on Bishop Watterson. The Eagles of Bishop Watterson leading at 21-0. Indian Valley and New Lexington, the Braves lead at 14-0 as Coronis walks into the end zone for a Laborers Local 809 touchdown. Cade Coronis, his 25th touchdown of the season. And again, you get him in space, and it tends to work out.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the spin sweep, and the quarterback's reversing, the other back's coming across. You got to keep your eyes on your reads, not what the backs are doing.
Petrie's extra point is no good, so it's 27-6 with 7:37 to go here in quarter number 2.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
What do we do?
Call Bob.
Bob who?
That's me. I'm Bob, the owner of Mr. Reuter Plumbing. Been in the plumbing industry for 40 plus years. Trained by my father, who believed in quality service and customer satisfaction. Here at Mr. Reuter, we offer fast service with the best warranties in the industry.
When you need a plumber fast, don't do it yourself. Call Bob at Mr. Reuter Plumbing.
Thanks, Bob.
The Cade Coronis touchdown run capping off an 8-play, 53-yard drive in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. And the Maroon Knights, even though they've only scored on offense twice, they score on defense twice, and that's how you get 27-6.
They've done an outstanding job in their secondary, 3 interceptions, 2 being returned for touchdowns, and they're going against a team that's thrown for nearly 2,200 yards, so they're doing an outstanding job defending the pass.
Bishop Watterson taking a 28-0 lead over Steubenville Big Red, about a minute left in the first half in that one. Of course, Big Red with a big-time win last week. Future Army kicker Cole Bowers booting through a game winner of 40-plus yards over Licking Valley to put Big Red in this regional title game tonight. But Bishop Watterson, a tall task. They have mercy ruled 9 of 11 opponents this season.
Outstanding.
As the kickoff taken.
And another score of interest here locally. Cameron's leading Wahama, who a lot of people have picked Wahama to win the state championship or at least play for it in the second quarter, 8-0.
And that would make maybe people in the Ohio Valley happy because that's an Ohio Valley school, but more specifically here because Wahama is the second seed in Class A. And that could also set up an all-Ohio Valley State Championship.
Absolutely.
Our guy Tanner Mounts is at Point Pleasant High School. We'll get you highlights of that matchup later on tonight on Sports Friday. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Cade Rapp takes the handoff and gets a couple before Maddox Stillion brings him down. Dustin Sanner involved in the play as well. It's a gain of 2 to the 22. 2nd down and 8. This is 7-2 versus 7-4. Wheeling Central only played 8 regular season games. They play a tough schedule. They play schools bigger than them, and they play schools that win. But when you take it back and look at the standings, right, and you look at the playoff ratings, the concept of Sam Marks, as Sam Marks throws it over the middle, the pass is caught, way to get out of there and complete the pass for a good gain. The concept of a team securing the number 1 seed and only winning 6 games, again, just goes to show you the competition that Wheeling Central plays. I mean, you're talking about going to Fort Fry, a tough place to win, and a place that OVAC teams do not fare well in.
Correct.
Barnesville, a team that has been very, very good and is much bigger than Wheeling Central. And then you beat teams like Martins Ferry. You beat teams like Williamstown and Union Local to start the season. So yeah, when you look at the schedule, you say, okay, yeah, 6 wins, number 1 seed, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. I'm sure if you ask the Wheeling Central people, we need some mandatory scheduling. But then they probably wouldn't be playing as tough a schedule. And this tough schedule gets them ready at playoff time.
Gain of 5, that'll bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Mountain Lions.
Gain of 5 for the Mountain Lions on that play to get them up to the 37-yard line. 38-yard line, I should say. With the ball on the near side hash. The rain starting to come down a little bit more here at Bishop Schmidt Field. Marks throws on 2nd and 5. He is brought down and in the backfield, hauling him down for another Wheeling Central sack is Dominic Paisani, the 5'10 junior, with his 3rd and a half sack of the season. And I'll tell you what, for as much as the interceptions have kind of taken the defensive limelight for Wheeling Central tonight, they've been able to get after Sam Marks as well.
Oh, they've chased him around. They've got good pass rush. Coach Rapp said that was his biggest concern. Are they going to be able to hold out this defensive line of Wheeling Central?
But will it stick as the penalty marker comes in at the end of the play? That time, it's a holding penalty against the Tucker County Mountain Lions that Mike Young obviously declines. And we'll look at it here again. Is that a holding call on?
He sure did. Look at that pass rush. He's getting held, and he's still the bull rush. He still brings a quarterback down.
Loss of 8, 3rd and 13. Pass is caught near the 40-yard line by Kissamore. Brought down by Cusick and Jerome, as Kissamore is about 3 or 4 yards short of the line to gain after the completion. He actually just turned around in the nick of the time for the football. And a reminder after the game to stay tuned for the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA, our defensive highlight of the night. We've already got plenty to choose from so far. That's after the game, the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA.
They've left their offense on the field, which I expected them to. They may quick kick it. They may be going for the 1st down. Wheeling Central calls a smart timeout here.
Yep, reassess the troops defensively. It is 4th and 2 for the Mountain Lions with 4:41 remaining in this 2nd quarter, and a perfect time for a Trinity timeout.
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
Back here with 4:41 remaining in quarter number 2. In the timeout presented by Trinity Health System. The Mountain Lions had the offense out on the field for 4th down and 2. Wheeling Central calls timeout. They've got 1 remaining. Tucker County with all 3 of its timeouts left. The offense remains on the field on a rainy night here in Wheeling. 4th and 2. Pass over the middle is incomplete. On the slant route, looking for Caden Arnold, and a couple of Maroon Knights, including Max Oliage, say, turnover on downs.
Yeah, man-to-man coverage, free safety, and then they brought a blitz inside, and that's a recipe for disaster for the offense.
Turnover on downs. Wheeling Central will take over in Mountain Lions territory at the Tucker County 41-yard line. Another look at it here, Coach.
You'll see the inside backer coming. There's a safety. There's the man coverage. That's perfect defense.
It's clean defense as well, which is important, especially with some penalties early on in this one. 1st and 10. Cusick spins. Got a ton of time. Now he's got to get out of the pocket. Steps up. Trying to make something out of nothing, and look at Nico Cusick go. Has some space, directing traffic at the 20, 15. Cusick, touchdown Maroon Knights.
What a great run that was.
Nico Cusick. 41 yards. That were probably more like 61 yards.
I mean, if we watch this, he's chased around. People were blocking. He becomes a traffic cop as he gets out of here. He'll start directing his blockers where to go, and he just turns the speed on and outruns everybody to the end zone. What a great football play.
And a couple of times, too, we saw it on the pick sixes as well, the blocking downfield once those guys get in space, and it was on display yet again for Cusick in his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. 33-6. You can make it 34-6 with the extra point up and true by Clay Petrie. And Wheeling Central is grooving at home in the quarterfinals. A reminder coming up at the half, the Wendy's halftime show with Dylan Cleland inside Studio 9. Of highlights of this one, highlights of Steubenville and Indian Valley on the Ohio side of things, and we'll look ahead to tomorrow's matchup in Martinsburg for the Patriots of Wheeling Park in the 4A quarterfinals. All that more with the Wendy's halftime show and Dylan Cleland coming up in a couple of minutes. 34-6. After the 41-yard touchdown run for Nico Cusick. Wheeling Central, the other thing that they've done incredibly well is they've scored fast when they've had the ball on offense.
They sure have. I mean, a lot of excitement on both sides of the ball. We've had big runs. We've had interceptions. So they've given us something to watch this evening.
4:17 remaining till halftime. Again, after the 41-yard touchdown for Cusick. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Wheeling Central now leads it by 4 scores, 28 points. Ball teed up right down the middle of the field at the 40-yard line. Petrie gives it the run up in the boot, and the Mountain Lions will take it at their own 5-yard line with Barb. Patience, but maybe a little too much patience as Wheeling Central swarms to the football and tackles Luke Barb at the 16-yard line. Great job by the kick coverage unit of the Maroon Knights.
And we've always talked, the kick return team, when you're fielding that ball, you need to explode forward and then find your blocks. You can't sit and wait because people are running free down the field.
Yeah, when you hear the term, maybe on offense, that's a downhill running.
Yep, absolutely.
Your kick coverage, they're running downhill.
They sure are. You can't be patient as a kick returner.
First one to hit him was Will Weir, and he got some help from several Maroon Knights. So 1st down and 10 at their own 16-yard line come the Mountain Lions with 4:10 remaining in this first half. That's Kissamore with the football.
13, Reed Keysmore on the carry, brought down by 24.
And he'll get over the 20-yard line to about the 21, 22.
Gain of 5, it'll bring up second down and 5.
Marking at the 21, second down and 5. Another shotgun formation for the Mountain Lions. Again, coming into this matchup as the 8th seed in Class A, 7-4. Mortakis swarming to Cade Rapp.
33K Rapp on the carry, brought down by 43. Troy Mortakis. Gain of 4 to bring up third down and 1.
Rapp gets 4 to the 25-yard line. It's 3rd and 1, and you can see that weather starting to impact things on that playing surface. 3rd and 1. Tucker County keeps it on the ground with Rapp, and it looks like he has just enough for a first down, and the chains will move. Needed 1, got about 1.5.
Right. It looks like Coach Rapp's approach is slightly different right now. That he's going to try to control his clock, keep it close, hope he can score, keep the ball away from Wheeling Central without the turnovers.
Tucker County calls a timeout here with 3:03 remaining. No, check that. There is an injured Mountain Lion on the play. That's what causes the stoppage in play here. So the training staff for both Tucker County and Wheeling Central out to check on the injured Mountain Lion. 3:03 remaining in quarter number 2. It was a 2-yard gain for Rapp on 3rd and 1. He gets to the 27-yard line. There's Mike Young in his 21st season as the head coach at his alma mater. Looking for career win number 250 at Wheeling Central tonight. Check that, 250 overall. 8 state championships, a 3-peat from 05 to 07, back-to-back in 2010 and 2011, and then a 3-peat from 2016 to 2018. And it's hard to believe, for as successful as this football program and the head coach have been all these years, it's hard to believe that it's been 7 years since Wheeling Central has been back on the top of the state football world in West Virginia. Another handoff to Rapp. This time gets to about the 30 for 3 yards. And he's the type of running back, coach, that just puts his head down and goes to work. And usually he'll be able to squeeze a couple of extra yards out of things.
And they're slowing this down, not showing any urgency, hoping that they can control clock, get some points, and then maybe make a stop and get themselves back in this game.
2nd down and 7 from the 30-yard line. Trips to the near side of the field. 1 receiver towards the top of your screen. Play action fake. Marks will throw it towards the near sideline. The pass is caught and met immediately by a couple of Maroon Knights. Is the receiver Keelan Eichelberger, the senior. But a couple of Maroon Knights, as I mentioned, Trenton McCardle, Max Oliage, linebackers close to the ball in a hurry. Nonetheless, though, an 8-yard gain, 3rd and 2. Or a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 2, I should say. As Eichelberger gets up to the 35-yard line. A couple of whistles as a stoppage in play. And now the clock will roll. Inside 2 minutes, 3rd down and 2. Marks claps his hands and takes the snap. Clean pocket. Now he's got to get out of there. He does. Throws it down the field. The pass is tipped and intercepted yet again. Joey Hall, interception number 4 for the Maroon Knights. Didn't catch it clean the first time. Had to do the toe dance because he tipped it, but it looked like he stayed in bounds, and Wheeling Central plays takeaway for the 4th time, and we aren't even to halftime.
And that was great concentration, not just catching the ball after tipping it, knowing where his feet were on the sidelines. If we'll see here, he bats it in the air, catches it himself, and keeps his feet inside the lines.
Yes, sir. And a great job again getting after the quarterback and forcing Marks to get out of the pocket and make a throw on the run. And that was Mortakis who did that. 92 seconds left until halftime. 1st down and 10. Cusick, we saw the escapability on the last drive. Gets out, throws, passes, almost intercepted. We almost had back-to-back picks. And driving through there And almost intercepting the pass for Tucker County is Reed Kissamore, wide receiver on offense, cornerback on defense. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Cusick's pass intended for number 26, Kate Karunas, falls incomplete.
That play took 11 seconds off the clock, 1:21 till halftime. Ball at the near side hash, 38-yard line of the Maroon Knights. 3 receivers to the right. Cusick by himself. H-back to the left. And Cusick will keep it. Downhill he goes, 45-50. Stays on his feet into Tucker County territory and then out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Tripped up at the end of the play. Maybe trying to get a little bit of a call at the end that the officials weren't going to fall for. But nonetheless, that's a
pretty
first
good
down.
Job.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Maroon Knights.
Out of bounds at the 42. Gain of 20 for Cusick, who again had a 41-yard rushing touchdown. It'll probably be up for one of our electrifying plays of the night on Sports Friday, if I had to guess. I am in charge of picking those, so you know what? Yeah, that'll be on there. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Another keeper for Cusick. And another first down for Cusick, and that one does get him a flag. Because I think he was actually, the last one I think he kind of just tripped and tried to say, oh, look, I was hit. This time he was actually hit out of bounds.
Sure was.
So a good run by Cusick, hit out of bounds, and that'll give
it's going to be half the distance to the goal.
And we will see where that foul took place based off of where they spot the football. Again, as Coach said, half the distance, and it'll be at about the, 15?
15.
So he gets out of bounds at the 30. So it was a 12-yard gain and a first down for Cusick regardless. They're going to throw it from the 15. Pass caught. Good throw over the middle, and Max Oliage hauls it in, and you're not going to bring down 6'7" very easily. 6'7", 195, his 13th reception of the season for Max Oliage. Earlier in the season, a DeFelice Brothers Pizza Scholar athlete, and he's going to have his pick if he wants to pursue college basketball or college football.
And they threw the slant route. He got inside leverage on the defender. Nice throw, nice catch.
Gain of 8 to the 7. 2nd down and 2 to the end zone for Oliash again, but it's wide of the mark. Kiss some more in coverage. Brings up 3rd and 2 with 29 seconds left in the second quarter. And is there a penalty marker on the field?
I heard a lot of whistles. Sure is.
It's hard to see yellow flags at this venue enough, but with a little bit of rain coming down, it makes it a little bit more difficult. But with 4 or 5 officials talking to one another, you can kind of infer that there was a penalty on that play.
Dead ball, personal foul, offense, number 74.
That's Dom Paisani, the left guard, with a dead ball personal foul that'll back Wheeling Central up 15 yards. So they get a half the distance personal foul at the end of the Cusick 12-yard run to put him on the 15.
Right.
Now they'll be backed up to the 22-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 17. 29 seconds remain in this first half. Wheeling Central looking for more. 2 defensive touchdowns, 3 offensive touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And around acute Coronis. Cade Coronis stays on his feet. Look, you're not going to bring him down. He gets inside the 10-yard line, spun down inside the 10-yard line. Stays in bounds, though. Clock continuing to wind, 15 seconds, 14, 13. Wheeling Central has one more timeout, and Mike Young elects to call it. Wasn't sure if they were aware that Coronis, was tackled in bounds. Look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay as Barb comes in there. Does he tackle him in bounds? Absolutely. I wasn't sure if that play ended up finishing out of bounds, but it did not.
And I think that's Central's last time out.
You are correct. That was the last play on third down because it was a dead ball foul.
That's correct.
So this is fourth down and about 3. The line of scrimmage will be the 9-yard line. Yeah, it's 4th and 3. They need the 6. 10 seconds remaining. 3 points sets you up for the mercy rule to go into effect in the second half. But with how close they are, something tells me that Mike Young's going to want to try and put one in the end zone. And the offense will remain on the field. Olin Ames is the center. He stands over the football on 4th and 3. Maddox Stillion in there as the H-back next to Nico Cusick. Cade Corona's behind him. They're going to throw it. Cusick over the middle, looking for Joey Hall on the out route, and it's wide of the mark, incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Tucker County could theoretically run a play if they wanted to.
They're getting the ball in the second half. That's deep in their own territory. That's
why I said theoretically.
Theoretically, yeah. I'm not sure it would be a correct decision, but theoretically, they could run a play.
And it's a Mr. Reuter first down for the Mountain Lions nonetheless. We'll see if they elect to kneel on the football, and they likely will. Again, on that last play, 4th and 3, Cusick looking for Joey Hall, wide of the mark. And it looks like the Mountain Lions remain in formation to kneel on the football.
Sure do.
The center is Josh Crossland. He snaps it to Sam Marks, who goes down on one knee, and that is the end of the first half here at Bishop Schmidt Field. An eventful first half for the Wheeling Central Catholic Maroon Knights. 4 turnovers and 34 points. They lead at 34-6 at the break. Dylan Cleland will have the Wendy's halftime show when we come back.
For over 4 decades, the health plan has been rooted in your community and the state of West Virginia. A steady part of your family and your business. We're here for you with health services designed to manage and improve your well-being. The health plan is powered by a team of dedicated healthcare professionals and trusted local partners. Because your health deserves more than just coverage. It deserves commitment. The health plan. Here for you.
Looking to join a team where hard work is recognized, leadership listens, and career growth is part of the plan? Then join American Consolidated Natural Resources at our upcoming job fair in Washington, Pennsylvania on Saturday, November 15th. At ACNR, you're not just starting a job, you're building a lasting career with strong pay, top-tier benefits, and long-term security backed by decades of reserves. Can't make it? You can apply online today. Now, let's get to work.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
It's time to get up, to rise, to wake up with the Ohio Valley's most watched morning show, News 9 Sunrise.
We're everywhere, working to make your mornings easier.
Everywhere, keeping you informed and connected and helping keep you and your family safe.
Stay weather aware everywhere with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Exline.
Get all the important local information that could impact your day with the News 9 and Severe Weather Team 9 apps.
You hear us say it all the time, but it's true.
News 9 Sunrise is everywhere, making a difference for you.
Wendy's new Snickerdoodle Cookie Frosty Fusion makes a great holiday gift. And while you're out shopping for everyone else, maybe one for yourself. You know, in the spirit of giving to yourself. Wishing for a Snickerdoodle Frosty? Gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
This is the Wendy's Halftime Report.
Welcome into the Wendy's Halftime Report. I'm your host, Dylan Cleland. At halftime of our Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals playoff game, 34-6, Wheeling Central has the lead. Now let's take a look at how we got here with our American Consolidated Natural Resources first half highlights. Wheeling Central hosting Tucker County this week in the 1-8 matchup after defeating Tulsa a week ago. Maroon Knights with the ball in the first and early. Nico Cusick throws down the left side. Joey Hall hauls it in. 41 yards, 7-0 Wheeling Central. On the next possession, Tucker County looking to respond, but Trey Mortakis bats it down, pulls it in, and says, look out. He returns it for the pick six, 14-0 Maroon Knights. Next play after the kickoff, Maroon Knights defense, Max Oliash high points the ball and pulls it in back-to-back pick sixes. And the Maroon Knights off to a 21-0 start. Second quarter now, more defense for Wheeling Central. Ball's tipped over the middle, and it's Joey Jerome who pulls it in out of midair. The Maroon Knights back on offense. A few plays later, Cade Coronas off the left side into the end zone. He scores 27-6 Wheeling Central. Closing in on the half now, Cusick takes the snap, and he's going to throw. Nah, I'll run. Maybe. Scrambles. Doesn't see anything. Takes off running. About 20 yards before he even takes off on this one. Ends up being a 41-yard run. And the Maroon Knights are up big in this one, 34-6. We'll pull full highlights at 10:30 on Fox 9, 11:15 on WTOV 9. Also in West Virginia, Class 1A, a rainy night at Point Pleasant High School. 7-seed Cameron visiting 2-seed Wahama in Class 1A. Dragons fell to Wahama last year in the title game. But first quarter, Dragons in the red zone. Case and Angel on the keeper off the left side. Finds the end zone. Then the two-point try. Angel says, I'll do it again. And he gets in. 8-0, the 7-seeded Dragons right now with the lead at halftime. Little upset alert in Point Pleasant. Here's a look at the Class 1A bracket. Wheeling Central, as we mentioned, up 34-6 at the half. They get the winner of East Hardy and Pendleton County, which is Saturday at 1 o'clock. Cameron up 8-0. If they were to be able to hold on, they would see either Work County or Clay Battelle. Those two teams play tomorrow at 4 p.m. To Ohio now, the Division III Region 11 final as Steubenville Big Red takes on 1-seed Bishop Watterson in Newark. Steubenville with the big win last week in the waning seconds, but Watterson gets off to the quick start in this one. A big run for Caden Mangini gets things started for the Eagles across midfield. And a few plays later, Ben Eulenhake takes it off the left side, 7 yards, 7-0. Bishop Watterson. First play of the second quarter now, Mangini zigs and zags across the 20, finds some space around the 10, and he walks in, 24-yard score, 14-0 Watterson. Under 8 now in the second quarter. Drew Belisari gets it in the shotgun and throws down the right side. Jack McCoy with the catch and score, 77 yards, 21-0 Bishop Watterson at that point. We go to the scoreboard. The Eagles with a 28-0 lead over Big Red, who getting ready to start the second half and potentially a comeback in Newark. Now here's a look at the Division III Finals bracket, which was released by the OHSAA on Thursday. The Region 11 winner between Big Red and Watterson will face the Region 12 winner between Tippecanoe or London. Right now, Tip City, Tippecanoe with a 7-6 lead at the break in that one. This all leads up to the Division III state title game on Friday, December 5th at 3 p.m. inside Canton's Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. We also have a crew tonight in Coshocton, where Indian Valley has a 14-0 lead on New Lexington, the 1-seed at the break. We'll have full highlights of this one coming up at 10:30 on Fox 9, 11:15 on WTOV 9 on the Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday. Now here's a look at that Division IV bracket, also released this week. The Region 15 winner, if it were to be Indian Valley, they would get the winner of Glenville and Perry. Glenville on top 28-7 at halftime. Shelby 21-7 over Galleon. They would face Indian Hill if they hold on. Indian Hill taking on Valley View. They have a 19-14 lead. The Division IV championship game set for December 5th at 10:30 a.m. Of course in Canton at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. And of course, we'll have highlights from all 4 of these games tonight on the Weirton Medical Center Sports Friday. We'll also have a look at the WVU men's hoops against Clemson and the Nailers, who are in action right now against Reading. You can see tonight's show live at 10:30 on Fox 9 and then at 11:15 on WTOV 9. Other scores to pass along. In Division 6, Region 21, 7-seed Garaway trailing Kirtland 14-0 for a spot in the Division 6 Final Four. Take a look at that bracket. You see the teams that could move on there. Colonel Crawford 28-0 at halftime. Kirtland 14-0. Hopewell Loudon 20-0. And Coldwater 8-6 at halftime. When we come back on the Wendy's Halftime Report, a look ahead to tomorrow's West Virginia Class A quarterfinal action as Wheeling Park travels to Martinsburg with a trip to the state semifinal on the line.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Contact your local Coyote dealer, D&J Sales and Service.
The Center of Music and Art is a music store, but did you know we're a field trip destination? We welcome schools and homeschooled students to experience our custom field trips, including hands-on education programs about rhythms, arts, steel drums, and more. Give your students an educational and fun day outside the classroom. Visit the Center of Music and Art or go to musicandart.com for more information.
My name is Mike Campsey. I am an interventional cardiologist and the chief of cardiology at Wheeling Hospital. I think the value of HVI in this region is tremendous. We offer such a wide spectrum of services from prevention to intervention. We're going to get the patient in as quickly as possible. That's the most tremendous benefit to the patients in this region is we're here 24/7. We're available to see somebody.
Attention all active and former coal miners. If you worked or are currently working in an environment that exposes you to potential breathing hazards, a screening for respiratory health problems is recommended. Call WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital at 304-843-3307 to schedule a screening today.
When the weather turns scary,
we have the forecast you need so you can make the best of the weather.
Stream News 9 and weather live. Download the WTOV 9 app to stay connected.
enjoy the season. Severe Weather Team 9 experts are everywhere.
Welcome back. The Wheeling Park Patriots are the 6th seed in the WVSSAC Class 4A playoffs, and they hit the road to take on 3 seed Martinsburg tomorrow in a Class 4A quarterfinal. Last week, Park defeated Woodrow Wilson 27-14 at Wheeling Island Stadium to advance. Patriots running back Brennan Wack ran for 258 yards and 4 touchdowns in the win, while breaking the all-time rushing yards record at Wheeling Park High School. Tomorrow will be a tough task on the road, and Patriots head coach Chris Doherty said Martinsburg presents a lot of challenges on both sides.
Our quarterback runs, they've got a very good wideout that's very, very dynamic. When he touches the ball short, long, he can take it, make it 7. So, you know, they do what they've done for a long time. You know, they're going to run inside zone. The quarterback's going to keep. They're going to throw bubbles. They're going to take shots downfield. They're very good at what they do, though. So, and they've got players that can make plays. And then defensively, you know, it's you know, you're going to get a 4-man front. They're going to be physical, very good at linebacker. Safeties come down and make plays. So, you know, they're the best football team in the state of West Virginia consistently for a reason. They have good players. They're coached well. We feel like we've seen some of the best teams in the state and also outside of our state. And so, yeah, we think we're ready and tested, that's for sure. That doesn't mean you're going to win, but it does mean that we've been battle tested. And you just hope that you stay healthy. And so far, so good. You know, we're banged up as everyone is at this time.
Again, kickoff between Wheeling Park and Martinsburg is set for tomorrow at 4 p.m. inside Martinsburg's Coburn Field. And a quick look at the Class 4A bracket shows us that the Park Martinsburg winner will see the winner of University and Huntington, who are playing right now. Huntington with a 21-14 lead at the half. On the top side, top seed Morgantown will host Spring Mills tomorrow at 1. They get the winner of Jefferson and George Washington. 14-7 Jefferson with the lead at the half. And that all leads up to the Class 4A championship game at the University of Charleston's Laidley Field on Friday, December 5th at 12 noon. So to come on the Wendy's Halftime Report, we take a look at the high school football top plays from across the country from the entire regular season. Sneak preview, we have a couple of contenders up next.
At Rurig Financial, we don't just plan, we partner. Our advisors work closely with you to build a strategy that gives you real financial confidence. Rurig Financial, we have your back.
At DeFelice Brothers Pizza, we're more than just pizza with a full line of catering offerings. Try our party round sandwich, Parmesan crusted rosemary chicken breasts, signature Italian sausage, or meatballs. To book your next event, call DeFelice Brothers Pizza near you or visit us at eatdefelice.com.
If you're a former or active coal miner who's worked or is currently working in an environment exposing you to potential breathing hazards, schedule your test for the Black Lung Clinic at WVU Medicine Reynolds Memorial Hospital today. Call 304-843-3307 to stop black lung from stealing your time.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
Feeling blessed to be here, cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
Skyview 9 with twice the power to help discover breaking news. Experience more and know more. 2 drones, 1 great news team, unlimited reach. News 9 and Skyview 9 take you everywhere. Sponsored by WVU Medicine Weirton Medical Center.
Welcome back. Now we will take a look at the top plays from around the country this season and watch closely because 2 plays from our schedule of Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals broadcasts made the cut. Check it out.
Best Thursday night lights and Friday night Rivals highlights from across the country.
Ron, nice cut move and a hurdle. He's still on his feet. Are you kidding me? Caleb Ron, touchdown. Oh my goodness, what did he just do?
He will roll right, under pressure, still on his feet, trying to find somebody downfield. He's in trouble. He'll throw it to the back of the end zone. The receiver's wide open. Touchdown, McQueen!
Michael Henry got his field goal blocked, caught it, and said, look what I found. Touchdown. In one of the most bizarre football plays you will ever see.
Throws it downfield to the middle of the field. What a catch, coming up and grabbing the ball. Maddox.
One-handed catch. Are you kidding me?
Another rush. They're going to throw the screen, and it's intercepted. How about the big fella, Akeem Davis? Davis staying on his feet. Look at him go. Davis.
It's like a scrum.
They can't bring him down. Akeem Davis is still moving. At the 30, at the 25, he's stuck out of there. Are you kidding me, Akeem Davis? He is in for the touchdown.
55-yard field goal from the left hash. The kick is up, and it's gone at the buzzer. Bryant is the hero for the Buccaneers.
Gotta love those game-winning field goals, too. Give the kicker some love, always. Just ahead on the Wendy's Halftime Report, we will share some of the sports programming you can check out on the networks of WTOV this weekend.
Wendy's new Snickerdoodle Cookie Frosty Fusion makes a great holiday gift. And while you're out shopping for everyone else, maybe one for yourself. You know, in the spirit of giving to yourself. Wishing for a Snickerdoodle Frosty? Gotta be Wendy's. Open till midnight or later.
If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else.
Contact your local Coyote dealer, D&J Sales and Service.
Your friends at Wintersville Trophy Shop, located at 756 Main Street in Wintersville, have a wide selection of trophies, plaques, and awards for any sport or occasion. Call us at 740-266-6905.
My name is Frank Schiebel, and I'm a general surgeon at WVU Reynolds Memorial Hospital. So I think if you're a patient, considering surgery, I would think that part of your concerns would be post-operative pain, time off work, recovery time. I think all of these things are drastically improved with our robotic surgery techniques. That is, these surgeries are largely outpatient, so people come in, have the surgery, recover the rest of the time at home, and we get them back to work just as soon as possible.
At
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back. Before we go back to Wheeling, here's a few programming notes for the networks of WTOV this weekend. Tomorrow, it's a triple header of college football on Fox. Started off with the top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes as they host Rutgers at 12 p.m. live on Fox 9. The second game of the college football triple header is a Big 12 matchup between TCU and Houston. Kickoff is at 4 p.m. on Fox 9. Then at 8 p.m., it's 11th-ranked BYU visiting Cincinnati in a Big 12 showdown. Big noon kickoff will be live from the University of Cincinnati starting at 10 a.m. on Fox 9. We're out of time on the Wendy's Halftime Report. Thanks for joining us. Next, it's back to Wheeling with Jack and Tony for the second half.
You've been watching the Wendy's Halftime Report.
The Center of Music and Art is a music store, but did you know we offer rentals? Do you have a budding musician at home, but they aren't ready to commit to one band instrument? Come to the Center of Music and Art, where we offer guidance, instruction, and the opportunity to try a new musical journey and keep it within budget. What are you waiting for? Come in and visit the Center of Music and Art, or go to musicandart.com for more information.
The Bordas Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by Presley Hearing Center, West Virginia Northern Community College, Laborers Local 809, Trinity Health System, American Consolidated Natural Resources, and Ohio Valley Honda.
Getting you set for quarter number 3 here at Bishop Schmidt Field on the campus of Wheeling University. A wet night in the friendly city. I think a wet night is the consensus for the entire Ohio Valley and the surrounding areas. And Wheeling Central doing a pretty darn good job of combating the elements, especially on defense. 4 turnovers, forcing 4 Tucker County interceptions in the first half. Coach, they turned 2 of them into pick sixes, and when you do that and you've got an offense that can score points, you're set up pretty darn good. And then when you take all that in and look at a 34-6 halftime score, you say, yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does, and it's not against a team that's just trying to catch up. They're doing it against a team that throws the football, 70% of the time. They've thrown for over 2,000 yards, so it's an experienced throwing team. That Wheeling Central has 4 interceptions, returning 2 for touchdowns.
Here's how we got there. Again, 2 defensive touchdowns for Wheeling Central. The first one was a passing touchdown, a great throw from Nico Cusick to Joey Hall to put the Maroon Knights on the board first. Tucker County runs 3 plays, and then Troy Mortakis has a pick 6. And then after the pick 6, Tucker County gets the ball back, and then they run 1 play. And that 1 play, you guessed it, another pick 6 by Max Oliage, who tipped it to himself. And 3 minutes into the ball game, Wheeling Central claimed a 21-0 lead. Tucker County found the end zone. Sam Marks, the quarterback, was in for 6. The point after try failed. That's why they only have 6 points on the board. And then Cade Coronis going to work. We're seeing that spin action, wing tee, whatever you want to call it, pay off for Cade Coronis for a touchdown. And this was the most electrifying play of the first half. Nico Cusick making chicken salad out of, you know the expression, but that is exactly what he did there. 41 yards down the sideline for a touchdown. And Nico Cusick able to find the end zone. It's 34-6 as we start the third quarter. Tucker County will get the football to start the second half as Wheeling Central won the toss and took the football. Couple of scores around the area. Well, not around the area, but involving teams from this area. Steubenville Big Red down big at the half, 34-0 to Columbus Bishop Watterson. Indian Valley, the defending D4 state champs, late in the third quarter, own a 27-0 lead over New Lexington. And the Dragons of Cameron, a 14-0 lead over the defending Class A state champions, Wahama, at Point Pleasant High School. And not only are they on the verge of knocking off the defending state champs, it was Cameron who lost to Wahama in the Class A state title game a year ago. So Tim Brown and company probably with a little bit of extra motivation going into that matchup. And so far, it's paying off.
Absolutely. And everybody has talked Wheeling Central, Wahama in the state championship. Wouldn't it be great if we saw Cameron and Wheeling Central in the state championship? But of course, everybody has to win this week, next week, and then worry about the state championship.
You know what would even be better about a Wheeling Central and Cameron state championship is if they played it in Wheeling Island Stadium.
I think they all should be played at Wheeling Island Stadium.
I will too, but I do too, but that's a conversation for another day. Third quarter on tap, 34-6 in favor of the Maroon Knights, again, who last week defeated Tulsa at home. They were the 16 seed, had no trouble with them, 51-8. The last time that we saw Wheeling Central on Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals, that was actually Thursday Night Lights here against Barnesville. They took it on the chin. They lost 43-13, and since then, undefeated. They beat Martins Ferry on October 16th. They beat Brashear out of the Pittsburgh City League on the 24th. Tulsa on November 15th. And what's even more impressive about coming out and cementing yourself a 51-8 victory, they hadn't played in almost a month. Their final regular season game against Brashear was on October 24th. First round of the playoffs for the Maroon Knights start November 15th. So you wonder, can they get back into a groove? They certainly have.
They have at this point.
Outscoring their playoff opponents to this point through 6 quarters, 85-14. Clay Petrie's run up and boot to start the third quarter will bounce past the Tucker County member, and he taken in the end zone for a touchback. I thought that he was able to touch it, but nonetheless, it goes into the end zone for a touchback.
I thought he stepped back out of the end zone and then stepped back in, which puts the ball in play.
A re-kick.
Why are we re-kicking?
An inadvertent whistle and a re-kick. So we'll do it again. So Petrie will tee it up one more time down the middle of the field at the 40-yard line. Looks like the rain has stopped.
All right, then. If they touch and fumble it out here, they can run into the end zone. Safe. Yeah. Kick
Another team mobile unit kickoff for the Maroon Knights after the inadvertent whistle. So Petrie will run up and swing the right leg through the football yet again. This time it's much higher in the air. And Tucker County will let it bounce into the end zone and bounce near the 5-yard line and into the end zone for a touchback. Same result as if we would have kept it on the first kickoff. Another touchback, and Tucker County will go to work at its own 20-yard line. First down and 10. A First Choice America first down and 10 for the Mountain Lions. Down 34-6, led by senior quarterback Sam Marks. 2,188 passing yards coming into the night. His main target all season long, Reed Kissamore, another senior. Up over 1,000 yards through the air on the season. A little option play to Kissamore to start this third quarter. Shake and bake at the 30 and across the 35 for a first down goes Reed Kissamore for a first down. Brought down on the play by Trent McCardle. And he is kind of their version of Cade Coronis.
Correct. He's the receiver and rusher.
Yeah, he can do a bunch of different things with him. And that's a gain of 18 yards out to the 38 for Kissamore on the option play. This time they'll give it straight away to Kissamore out of the backfield, and Wheeling Central is all over it. McCardle again with a couple of other.
Keysmore again on the carry, McCardle again on the stop. No gain on the play to bring up second down and 10.
You know, talking to Coach Rapp, he didn't think he was going to be able to run the football, but I think his approach is now, I have to run the football if I'm going to stay in this football game at all.
Almost another sack, but Mark's able to get out of there and throws it away on second down and 10. So it brings up third down and long from the 38-yard line for the Mountain Lions. And we talked about that in the first half as well as the Maroon Knights have been in the secondary. They've done a tremendous job getting after the quarterback. And it's going to get even longer. Third down and 15 now. Well, if you're joining us on Facebook, our YouTube channel, or our website, we thank you. And how about another almost pick six? Maddox Stillion would have walked into the end zone for a touchdown.
That would have been something that I'd never seen before. 3 pick sixes in a game.
I saw it last year.
3 of them?
Pitt was playing Syracuse. Kyle McCord, former Ohio State quarterback, threw 5 interceptions. Might have only been 2. 4th and 15. Marks is going to punt it away, and it'll go out of bounds at about the 35, 6, 7, 8, 9 yard line, 39-yard line.
Maroon Knights take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
10:43 to go in the third.
The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Committee honors the athletic and academic.
Mark's not only the quarterback for Tucker County, but also the punter, averaging around 42 yards per boot. Had 6 inside the 20 coming into the night. First drive of the second half for Nico Cusick and the Maroon Knights offense. Cusick in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Coronis, who goes up the middle and has a burst of speed and takes on a defender near midfield and gets a couple of extra yards into Tucker County territory for a first down. Cade Coronis, speed and power on display.
What you have to like about him is, he's out on the perimeter as that speed shifty guy. You give him the ball inside, and he's that good, tough power back. Breaking tackles, knocking people down, dipping the shoulder. Watch there, driving that linebacker backwards, getting an extra 3 yards.
From his own 39 to the Tucker County 49, gain of 13 yards. Another one for Coronis. Down to about the 40 for a gain of 9. And it'll give Wheeling Central a second down and short.
On the play, it'll be second down and 1.
Quick throw into and out of the hands of Max Oliage. Would have been a first down, but it'll be third down and short now. We'll call it third down and 2. That last play, obviously, second down and 2 from the 41. So third down and 2 coming up now for the Maroon Knights. Cameron 22, Wahama nothing. If the Dragons win, they'll likely face Clay Battelle, who they beat earlier in the season. Third and 2. Handoff. Coronis up the middle. And another first down for the senior do-it-all offensive star for the Maroon Knights to the 30-yard line. Gets 11 more. He's averaging like 10, 11 yards a carry, and that will bode well for any offense.
Absolutely. We talked about his shiftiness outside, his power inside. Let's add a third to that burst of speed once he hit the linebacker area.
Gain to the 31-yard line, 10 yards for Coronis. High snap. Cusick's got to go back and fall on it near midfield, and he does. It's actually going to be back into Wheeling Central territory at the Maroon Knights 49-yard line, so second down and way long for Wheeling Central.
Close to 30.
Let's do the math. 31 to the 50 would be second down and 29.
And one more.
Would make it 30. Look at you with the math.
Strong point.
See how much of it they can get back here. Throw over the middle by Cusick is caught by Dustin Sanner. His first reception of the season, 6'2", 200-pound senior, gets back into Tucker County territory at the 45-yard line, so it'll be third down and 25. Third and long. Cusick will throw it. Pass caught over the middle. Troy Mortakis, first down and more. Mortakis at the 20, 15, and out of bounds near the 10-yard line on third and long. Mortakis, who had the pick 6 to start the game. His 12th reception of the season is a big gainer and a first down for the Maroon Knights. Into the West Virginia Northern Community College red zone goes Wheeling Central. Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
The nice thing about this offense is they spread the ball around. They're running the sweep, they're running the counter, they're throwing to different receivers. They do an outstanding job.
Down to the 9-yard line, first down and goal. And getting down near the goal line is Dustin Sanner. Down to the 2, perhaps the 1-yard line. They're actually going to mark it down, call it the 1.5.
For the Mountain Lions, down to the 2-yard line, we'll bring up second down and goal.
Wahama on the scoreboard at the end of the 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It's 22-8. Second down and goal from the 2. Sanner, can he cap it off himself? Yes, he can. Dustin Sanner, a Laborers Local 809 touchdown for the senior. His first of the season, and Wheeling Central's got 40 on the scoreboard.
It's just that inside zone play, man-on-man blocking, and made a massive seam for him. Good job for those offensive linemen up front.
The extra point will be attempted by Clay Petrie, but a whistle. And a penalty marker on the near sideline.
It's going to be against Tucker County. And they're probably going to decline it if they're going to continue to kick the ball.
Mike Young does decline the penalty. It was a 9-play, 61-yard drive for the Maroon Knights in 3 minutes and 44 seconds, capped off by Dustin Sanders' 2-yard run. Extra point by Petrie is up. The line drive is through the uprights, and it's 41-6 in favor of the Maroon Knights with 6:59 remaining in this third quarter. A reminder, coming up after the game, the school bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. We've got 4 Wheeling Central interceptions to choose from, and that will come up again at the conclusion of this matchup here in Wheeling between the Maroon Knights and the Mount Lions. The NHTSA school bus stop of the game.
The single A game at 7 o'clock. The double A game on Saturday at noon, and the triple A game will be Saturday at 7 o'clock. Tickets and schedules are available online at wvssac.org. The West Virginia Secondary Schools Activities Commission promotes athletics that will provide lifelong and life-quality learning experiences to high school students.
The Maroon Knights will face the winner of East Hardy and Pendleton County next week. I'd like to think that game will probably be Friday, with the state championship game for Class A being on Friday night at 7 o'clock in Charleston. The higher seed hosting all the way until the state championship game, and with Wheeling Central owning the top seed in the Class A playoffs. They've got home field all the way until potentially the state championship game. The run up in the boot by Clay Petrie is in the air. 41-6. The Mount Lions take it at their own 10. Bobbled and picked up by Rob and Luke, or Barb rather, I should say. Luke Barb, the junior wide receiver / defensive end, gets a couple of yards up to about the 19-20 yard line, and that's where the Mount Lions will go to work. 6:51 left in this third quarter. Barb actually got to the 21. So First Choice America 1st and 10 at the Tucker County 21-yard line. Another option play. This time it's Barb. Spin move. Look at that play. And through a hole goes Luke Barb across the 30 up to about the 35-yard line before being brought down by a couple of Maroon Knights, including Cade Coronas, the outside linebacker.
When you're playing man-to-man coverage, you know, your outside backer, your corner are running off with the receivers, so there's no one responsible for the pitch man on the option, and the safety has to come from the middle of the field, long ways to travel, and that's why they're having success with this play.
It was a gain of 14 for Barb. He leads his team in rushing touchdowns this season with 5. Marks takes the shotgun snap. This time they'll hand it off to Cade Rapp. And Rapp gets across the 40 to the 41 for about 5 more to create a second down and medium for the Mountain Lions. Tucker County with a little bit of pace here. Play clock only at 27 as Josh Crossland, the center, stands over the football. Pistol formation. Another handoff to Rapp. Rapp gets across that 45-yard line, which is the lead stick for a first down, another first down for the Mountain Lions up near midfield.
Yeah, Wheeling Central, is still in that pass rush mode, thinking, and so, they're working themselves upfield, creating some alleys for those running backs to get through.
Needed 5, got 7 to the 48-yard line, and an injury timeout for a Maroon Knight down near midfield. It'll be a First Choice America first down for the Mountain Lions after the injury timeout. In Tucker County this season, 7-4. They start the season 3-0 with wins over Pocahontas County, Tigard's Valley, and East Hardy. First loss of the season was at Frankfort on September the 19th. They lost 48-8. Back-to-back wins against Webster County and Pendleton County, 70-6 over Webster County on September 26th. And then beating Pendleton 42-20 on October the 3rd. Then it was 3 losses in a row for the Mountain Lions as the injured Maroon Knight Trent McCardle was up to his feet. At Moorfield, Southern High School in Maryland, and then Petersburg. And they're able to close out the regular season with a win over Hampshire by 7. Most recently, round 1 of the playoffs, beating Tug Valley 42-28. But this is a program, the last 2 seasons, finished 12-1. And in both seasons, they lose in the playoffs to the eventual state champion. Undefeated going into the matchup with Wahama last year, fell to them. Wahama beat Cameron in the state championship. And then in 2023, they lost to Williamstown in the state semis. As Marks fumbled the snap, looked like he was able to get it back. And then losing to Williamstown, Williamstown went on to win the state championship in 23.
Marks falls on the fumble, lost back to the 40-yard line. They'll bring up second down and 18.
Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay. It looked like it was a good snap. He was just unable to handle it. And luckily, it bobbled back into his hands.
Yeah, hands are wet, ball's a little wet. Yep. Tough to hang on to sometimes.
So loss of 8 back to the 40. Second down and 18 for the Mountain Lions. Marks lobs one over the middle. Pass caught. Keysamore. First down across the 40-yard line and out of bounds. Lobbed one up to his senior trusty target. He had 44 receptions for 938 yards and 11 touchdowns coming into the matchup. And the sticks will move as Tucker County gets into Maroon Knight territory.
Gain across midfield to the 42.
Another look at it on the Ohio Valley Honda replay.
Yeah,
touch on the throw.
Right, the back just slips out. Man coverage, you put it on the linebacker. It's tough to get to the flat area.
Game was to the 42, needed 18, got 18. Another option play. This time the Maroon Knights are all over Luke Barb. He tried to stiff arm Dustin Sanner, but Sanner was resilient enough to bring him down for a minimal gain, if any. We're actually going to give him a yard to the 40.
No gain on the play.
No.
Second down.
Line of scrimmage was the 42. They placed the football back at the 42. Second down and 10. Another pitch play. Into the backfield comes the defensive lineman, Andrew Jones. And it forced Barb to go back, and it's a big loss on the play. Wyatt Brady in the backfield, as well as a couple of other Maroon Knights.
They were in that same option play they ran earlier, but it appeared to me that the pitchback, after he received the ball, was going to throw a pass, and just had too much pressure to do it.
It's a big-time loss.
On the play back to the 45-yard line. They'll bring up third down.
About 17 yards. Maddox Stillion back there as well. Third down and long. Pass over the middle is caught. And we'll wait and see where they mark it as Keysamore gets down near that lead stick.
Marks pass complete to number 13, Ray Keysamore.
And it looks like the sticks will move. And a couple of guys shaking up on the play. Keysamore at the end of the play, and Another Maroon Knight, Joey Hall, with a little bit of a limp. Another look at it here on the Ohio Valley Honda replay as Marks fires one over the middle.
What a nice catch. Knew where the sticks were. Didn't make it by much more than a yard.
Came down to the 31-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Mountain line.
Got about 23 on the play. Third down. First and 10 to the 31. (41-6) as you see it on the bottom of your screen on your Bordas and Bordas score bar. Hand off to Rapp, met immediately by Dustin Sanner, who closed that gap in a hurry and drove Rapp backwards, but forward progress for Rapp got him about a yard. Second down and 9.
Yeah, that's the way you teach it. Coaches will be proud of that tackle.
Another look at it.
Squared up, head up, protected yourself, and delivered the blow.
Inside 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter of play. Another good run for Keysmore. Down near that lead stick on 2nd and 9. I think he was about a yard short. Actually, 2 yards short. 3rd down and 2.
13 Reed Keysmore on the carry, run out of bounds by 19 Maddox Stillion for the Maroon Knights. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
Mountain Lions remain in that pistol formation. Rapp looked like he got enough for the first down before McCardle, Sanner, and Stillion at the bottom of the pile.
33K Rapp on the carry. Thrown down by 36, Trenton McCardle. Gain down to the 21-yard line. It'll be first and 10, Tucker County.
12th play of the drive. It started on their own 21. Play action fake for Marks. Over the middle. Pass is, how many times have they tipped passes and almost intercepted them, in addition to tipping passes and actually interception?
Well, it looks like 2 or 3 more. They could have had as many as 7 interceptions in this game.
2nd down and 10 for the 21 coming up with 40 seconds left in this third period. Marks will throw it. Lobs one up. Wide of the mark for Caden Arnold, the junior slot receiver.
Marks pass intended for number 6, Caden Arnold, falls incomplete.
Brings up another 3rd down and long for the Tucker County Mountain Lions, but they've converted on
for the Maroon Knights. They'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Several in this game, and one of 3rd and 20 plus earlier in the drive.
And they're keeping the ball away from Wheeling Central,
which was one of A.J. Rapp's keys to victory that we highlighted in the pregame. 3rd and 10. Marks over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Eichelberger, the senior, over the middle. So it brings up 4th down and 10 from the 21. And given the score, Coach, it's likely 4th down territory.
It sure is.
Ball to 21-yard line.
Fourth down. Marks caught at the 10.
They've been efficient on 3rd and long.
Yes, they have. And on 4th down as well, they're able to convert.
Marks pass complete to number 11, Lucas Barb.
Luke Barb, the junior, comes up with the reception. 1st down and goal coming up for the Mountain Lions.
Ball at the 9-yard line.
Potentially run one more play before this third quarter expires. We shall see if they do so. First down and goal from the 9. They will. Marks will hand it off to Barb. Gets a couple. Actually, 1 to the 8-yard line, and that'll be how the third quarter ends. So second down and goal from the 8. When we come back for the start of the fourth quarter, as Tucker County looks to cap off a lengthy drive with 6. Final quarter coming up next.
So, your military service is ending and you're looking for the next challenge. Consider becoming an apprentice in the piping industry, where you can learn a lifetime career for free. We appreciate our military and have helped many just like you achieve your goals. Click or call now.
I'm Jamie Bordas. At Bordas Bordas, we don't just get great results for our clients, we also understand the 21st century. Your time is valuable, and you may find it hard to schedule an appointment with a lawyer. That's why you can go to our website and start the process 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We'll review your initial inquiry and get back to you quickly. Check it out at bordaslaw.com.
Bordas and Bordas, fighting for justice.
The Bordas and Bordas Friday Night Rivals is sponsored by RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 495, Window World, M&M Hardware, D&J Sales and Service, NHTSA.
This will be the 17th play of this drive for Tucker County as we start quarter number 4. This drive started for the Mountain Lions at their own 21-yard line. They converted on 4th and 10 to get to this point. Second and goal from the 8. Caden Rapp runs into like 4 or 5 maroon jerseys after getting a couple to the 6. Third down and goal coming up for the Mountain Lions.
33 Caden Rapp on the carry, brought down by 65 Drayton McCardle. They'll bring up second down and goal.
Third and 6. Marks has a man, passes into and out of his hands. Eichelberger on the out route towards the far side of the field had him. Good job in coverage there by Joey Hall. But that pass went right through the hands of the senior Eichelberger and brings up fourth down.
You get down to the goal line, you're in that man coverage. They ran one in, one out. It's a legal pick play, but it's picking your secondary coverages.
If Tucker County can punch it in, it's a 19-play scoring drive. They've got to hurry. The play clock's at 4:32, and it looks like A.J. Rapp is going to call his first of 3 timeouts. And we will take it with him, courtesy of Trinity Health System.
Got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on.
Timeout presented by Trinity Health System. 10:31 to go in this contest. It'll be a fourth down and goal from the 7-yard line for the Mountain Lions of Tucker County, trying to cap off a 19-play drive with a score. This drive started early in the third quarter. 8:50. Oh, wrong page. 6:51 on halfway through the third period.
19-play drive is terrific for any level. And, you know, on a night like this against a good football team, that's just outstanding.
We'll see if they can cap it off with a score. Marks on the option. It's worked. Will it work for 6? No! Keysmore tried to get to the edge, and Joey Jerome denied the senior Reed Keysmore of a touchdown, and it's a turnover on downs as Wheeling Central takes over, and it's an injured Mountain Lion on the end of the play. That is Keysmore down and hurt at the end of the play. Another look at it on the Team Automotive replay.
And what we might not appreciate is how far Jerome had to come. He's coming from the middle of the field because the corner and the outside backer are running with the receivers, and his responsibility is the pitch man at the outside.
We will take a timeout as well. 10:22 to go in this fourth quarter. Wheeling Central up 41-6.
At Rurig Financial, your goals are our mission. From college savings to retirement, we build strategies tailored just for you. Rurig Financial, personalized planning, out-of-the-box thinking. Your future, our focus.
Weather in the Ohio Valley can change in an instant. The Severe Weather Team 9 app will help you plan and prepare. Before weather threatens, access storm tracking, interactive radar, and your Futurecast. Download the Severe Weather Team 9 app today.
(41-6). Reed Keysmore tried to get to the edge on 4th down and goal. Joey Jerome denied he and the Mount Lions of a touchdown. And at the end of the play, Keysmore shaken up as he is being attended to by the Tucker County training staff and coaching staff. He's been down for quite some time here after the play, as the Mount Lions trail the Maroon Knights 41-6 early on in this final quarter of play. Again, the winner of this matchup takes on either Pendleton County or East Hardy. That'll be a state semifinal matchup, again, likely on Friday, given the fact that the 1A state championship game is the following Friday. And that'll it'll be here if Wheeling Central is able to hold on to this 41-6 lead late in the ball game. Well, at Point Pleasant High School, the scoring has picked up a bit. It seemed like it was 8-0 Cameron for quite some time. It's now 36-16 in favor of the Dragons with 8:31 to go. Keysmore again still being attended to by the training staff. Something you definitely don't like to see. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing, at what level you're playing. Anytime anybody's down on the field for this long, it's unfortunate.
That bag is probably with us. She over there.
Keysmore, the leading receiver on this Tucker County squad, has been the focal point tonight of the Tucker County offensive attack. And nonetheless is a senior at Tucker County High School. This is the first time that both of these programs have met on the gridiron. but not the first time Tucker County has faced off against other OVAC schools. Tucker County faced Madonna 3 times in the playoffs in 2009, 2012, and 2013. The Blue Dons winners in all of those. They lost to Magnolia back in 1978. And they're 2-2 versus Tyler Consolidated. There was a 4-game series between the Silver Knights and the Mount Lions back from 1993 to 1997. And they've got Keysmore, unfortunately, up on the stretcher as he is being greeted by his teammates and being taken off the field again with the help of both training staffs and the EMA personnel that are on site here tonight at Bishop Schmidt Field. But both teams down to a knee, back up, and give Keysmore a standing ovation as he's being carted off the field. Again, with the help of the EMA personnel that are here tonight. Again, super unfortunate. Thoughts and prayers with he and his family. You don't want to see that happen to anybody, but as a senior, and if this is the final football game he plays in, that is definitely tough.
And the positive thing, though, we did see him waving to the crowd as he was leaving the field, so that he is alert and capable of movement.
Definitely the silver lining there. And the Tucker County faithful traveled. There are a significant amount of Tucker County fans on the opposite side in the visiting bleachers. It was a 2-hour and 45-minute commute for the Mountain Lions, give or take, depending on how fast you go. 146 miles via I-79 North. At least that was the fastest way I was able to see it when I looked it up on maps earlier in the week. All right, so it looks like we're back and ready to roll. Again, Wheeling Central taking over after Keysmore wasn't able to get into the end zone on 4th down and goal from the 6-yard line. They marked him down at the 4. And that's where Wheeling Central takes over with 10:13 to go in the ballgame. And that was a handoff to Robbie Saforza.
22, Robbie Sforza on the carry.
Looks like a loss back to the 1-yard line for Saforza, so it'll be second down, 13. Saforza, sophomore, 5'7", 27 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown coming in. High snap, Cusick hauls it down, and Saforza is not able to get out of the end zone. That is a safety, and the Mount Lions will tack 2 more on the board.
Saforza again on the carry, brought down in the end zone by 26, Keelan Eichelberger, safety.
Eichelberger off the edge, we'll look at it here, able to make the tackle. Eichelberger on the season, leading tackler for the Tucker County defense. 78 of them coming into the night. That one, a TFL and a safety. So it's 41-8. Eichelberger, again, a focal point of the offense, but pretty darn good linebacker for A.J. Rapp's Mountain Lions. Again, 78 tackles, leads the team, 12 TFLs. Led the team in sacks coming in tonight, 7 of them on the season. And also has an interception. Up front, Josh Crossland, who is the center for the Mountain Lions offense. Defensive tackle for the defense. 21 tackles for loss on the season for him. So the Mountain Lions get 2 back on the board. It's 41-8, and after the safety, they'll have the football. And the free kick for the Maroon Knights will be back at the 20-yard line as Petrie gets out onto the field. Play clock down to 0. It's going to be a delayed game against the Maroon Knights.
First game ever. First game ever.
Petrie from the 15, taken at the 31-yard line by Robb. Is he going to look to pitch it? Looked like he almost did. But was able to get up to the 45-yard line. So after the safety,
Number 11, Lucas Barb on the carry. Brought down by 28, Will Weir. Tucker County takes over 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line.
handoff. To Eichelberger.
26, Keelan Eichelberger on the
And
carry.
Maroon Knights are all over for a
Brought
loss.
down by 26, Cade Coronis for the Maroon Knights.
What can Cade Coronis do?
Well, he's sure done a lot of things on both sides of the ball this evening, but that's been a weekly thing for him.
Oh, yeah. Preseason Big 22 honoree. Would have to think he'll be up for postseason consideration as well. 2nd down and 12. Out route, caught in space. Arnold, 1st down before being brought down by Robbie Saforza.
Arch pass complete to number 6, Caden Arnold. Brought down by 22, Robbie Sforza for the Maroon Knights. Gain across midfield. We'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yard short, 2nd down and 1. That time it's a 1st down.
Cade Rapp on the carry.
Cade Rapp on the carry, able to get the 1st down for the Mountain Lions.
Came down to the 41-yard
to the 41-yard line. So needed 1, got like 1.5. Rapp, the junior, leading rusher, 447 yards, 3 touchdowns. Fake to him. Marks will keep it on the zone read and get down to about the 36-yard line for 5 more. 2nd down to 5. One of the things that Tucker County has done well tonight offensively, they'll convert on 3rd down. Sometimes they'll convert from 3rd and long, and then they respond with a good play on 1st down that gets them 5-6 yards and creates a 2nd down and manageable. You haven't seen Tucker County tonight be behind the sticks on 2nd down very often.
You know, we always say 1st down is really the most important down because you need yourself manageable in 2nd down instead of, behind the sticks, 2nd and long, where everybody knows you're throwing the football.
Barb on the reception there gets 3 to the 33-yard line.
And we see Wheeling Central replacing a lot of people, 2 and 3 at a time, in and out.
3rd down and 2 for the Mountain Lions at the Maroon Knight 33-yard line, trailing 41-8. Marks takes the snap. Another zone read he keeps and squirks through a hole and is able to get a 1st down to about the 25-yard line. Sam Marks, the senior quarterback, with 2 rushing touchdowns on the season, has one tonight to make it 3. Gets 8 on 3rd and 2. And that's another new set of sticks for the Mount Lions. Dustin Sander brought him down.
Ball at the 25-yard line.
Another shotgun formation. Marks will throw it this time. Number 10 fires one towards the outside, and it's broken up. Good job by Joey Jerome, who has had a heck of a game at strong safety for the Maroon Knights, breaking up the pass intended for Barb. 2nd down and 10 now from the 25-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive for the Mount Lions.
For the Maroon Knights. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Two receivers to the far side of the field, one to the near side. Shotgun snap, big rush, Marks under duress. Got to throw it, does to nobody, incomplete. Over the middle, the intended receiver was Rapp. Good job by Drayden McCardle, number 65, to get into the backfield and force Marks to get out of there and throw an incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10.
We've seen that defensive front of Wheeling Central put pressure all night on Marks, and they've done an outstanding job. The results, a few sacks, but again, the 4 interceptions.
Running clock inside 3 minutes. Wheeling Central, 2:54 away from a trip to the state semifinals. 3rd down and 10. Shotgun snap from Marks. Got to throw it, does over the middle. Pass tipped and almost intercepted in that secondary by Levi Ryan. The junior was in the vicinity, but not quite enough to dive and make an interception. Nonetheless, 3 straight incompletions. Brings up 4th down and 10.
Marks pass intended for number 11, Lucas Hart, falls incomplete. Number 7, Levi Ryan on the cover.
Again, the mercy rule in effect, 30 or more in the 4th quarter.
Down for the Mount Lions.
Touchdown here would get things a little bit closer. Marks will throw it towards the end zone. Try for it. 4th and 10. Leaping into the air and unable to make the catch is Caden Arnold. Had him open. That was a good throw by Marks. But with the rain, no gloves, it's a little cold out there as well. The ball slips through his hands.
Tough to hang on to tonight.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs. Will be 1st and 10 Maroon Knights.
4 straight incompletions. Turnover on downs. Wheeling Central takes over with 1:54 remaining. And they'll run 3-4 plays if you get a 1st down here. This one likely in the books. Our referee, Joel York, signals for the clock to move. It does. And Nico Cusick will go down to a knee. What a night for the Maroon Knights. 4 turnovers, all in the first half. 2 pick sixes. And a stellar night on the ground by the quarterback, Nico Cusick, and the running back, Cade Coronis. And Mike Young and company are one more win away from a trip to Charleston and the Class A state championship. 2nd down and 12. Cusick down to another knee. One more. That's all she wrote. Again, a reminder after the game, the school bus stop of the game will hand out our post-game awards and remarks. Olin Ames snaps it to Nico Cusick. Cusick goes down to a knee and let the handshakes commence. 41-8, the final score. The Maroon Knights are on to the Class A state semifinals in dominating fashion. We'll wrap it up when we come back.
Columbiana County, I have a deal for you. Bring me your best written deal and I'll crush it.
Check out this great deal. Up to $9,000 off select Jeep Grand Cherokees and Cherokee L models.
RC Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our only focus is you. Why shop anywhere else?
If you're stuck in a dead-end job and want more but don't have the money or skill set to get it, break out. Try apprenticeship, the free college education that lets you learn and earn in the piping industry. You can have a better life. Click or call now.
Got a good thing going on. Every day waking up feeling blessed to be here, 'cause it's another day I get to chase my dream. Vision in my head never been so clear. Got a good thing going on.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
This is the school bus stop of the game, presented by NHTSA. Always remember to stop when the school bus arm is out.
School bus stop of the game presented by NHTSA. Not one but two plays, two very big plays for Wheeling Central Catholic on defense. A pair of pick sixes. The first one made it 14-0. That's Troy Mortakis. And then Max Oliage said, hey, Troy, I want to do it too. And then did. Back-to-back pick sixes is the school bus stop of the game for the Wheeling Central Catholic Maroon Knights en route to a 41-8 victory. And, Coach, not only were they able to pick off 4 passes and have 2 of them for touchdowns, they got after quarterback Sam Marks all night long and just made it uncomfortable for him back there.
Oh, they sure did. You know, this is a team that's thrown for over 2,000 yards, and Wheeling Central took them completely out of their comfort zone. 4 interceptions, pressuring the quarterback. You got to congratulate those guys up front because they created the pressure, and the result, of course, was 4 interceptions.
Marks' quarterback counterpart, Nico Cusick, is our player of the game, presented by RC Auto Group. A passing touchdown early to get things going to Joey Hall. The rushing touchdown of 41 yards, very much making something out of nothing. And all in all, just did a tremendous job keeping Wheeling Central's offense on schedule, the trains running on time, all the cliches. Helped put 41 points on the board.
Absolutely. This run that we're looking at now is as good a run as you're going to see. I mean, just all over the field, vision, becoming a traffic cop, getting blocks downfield, knowing where his teammates were.
Nico Cusick, our RC Auto Group high school football player of the game. 41-8 is the final score. Coach, as always, a tremendous job working with you.
My pleasure. It's always good to work with you.
He's Tony Filberto. I'm Jack Hillgrove, and on behalf of the rest of our hardworking WTOV9 production crew, Jack Hillgrove saying goodnight and so long. And again, repeating the final score from Bishop Schmidt Field, Wheeling Central 41, Tucker County 8. Good night.